Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to Realchilltv1. It's your boy Big Chill, the biggest chill of them all. Yo, just got done with my morning walk. Now it's time for my morning talk. Let's go. Realchilltv1. But I'm going to need y'all to like, share, and subscribe this video. Y'all know I'm on the new. I need y'all to help me out. Yep. Get y'all some coffee if y'all ain't got none. Yo. So my mind today. What we need to talk about. Let me turn my hat to the back because I just thought about something. All right. A little bit more comfortable. Because I got to talk about something, man, that's really been on my mind. And I know some of y'all going to agree with me. Some of y'all going, I don't know. Y'all going to feel how y'all going to feel about it. But I just got to come out and say this, man. Y'all R.Kelly fans is killing me, man, on everything. Man. I'm tired of this, and I gotta speak on this because of the simple fact that a lot of y'all is worried about the wrong thing. Honestly, I mean, yes, R. Kelly is an amazing singer. Yes, he is one of the most talented guys I ever heard in my life. The way he put words together, he made "I Believe I Could Fly." You know what I'm saying? Just that stop there right there. He made "I Could Believe I Could Fly." Not to mention, shoot, some of y'all youngsters probably was birthed off him. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I give him that. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Let's keep this junk real. Now he just for those of you who don't know or whatever who living under a rock on Mars or somewhere, he just got found guilty again. For I'm not finna go into all the y'all know what he charged with because I hate it honestly. I hate that he got himself in that situation is what I'm saying. But that's the key thing. He got himself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I don't want to like I'm not into kicking dirt on that man, and I know that what he did or what he's being charged, what he allegedly did, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna appeal it, and this ain't the last we heard of that. We're gonna hear some stuff about it, because the man is that's R. Kelly, and then it's like what R. Kelly is charged with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really frowned upon as it should be. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I hear people saying things like why the parents ain't in jail or whatnot and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand the thought process behind that, and I'm trying to figure out what charges would you charge them with. Probably child neglect. I mean, that's more of a DCFS case for real. For real, if you were bringing an underage child to go, and yes, you should have been. Yeah, I can understand now that I just talked it out in my right now. I can understand why people so strongly saying why aren't parents and his parents are in custody as well. But we gotta deal with what is. I mean, the better question is why did R. Kelly keep doing things that what I'm saying that you know he could go to jail for? He could end his career. He could ruin his life. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you can feel how you feel. You can say what you want, but ain't nobody hurting more than him about. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not into victim bashing. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that, so I'm not gonna question the integrity of anyone who says anything that was done to them by Mr. Kells. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying this. If a regular degler cat, dude, nigga, whatever y'all want to say, was charged with them same type of crimes, if he didn't make bump and grind and you remind me of my Jeep, and you know what I'm saying, if he was just a regular guy, like, you know what I'm saying, like Joe Schmo, whatever, regular Joe Schmo is what they call it, say. And the news article came out that Joe Schmo was on a videotape, you know what I'm saying, urinating on a little girl or whatever allegedly supposed to happen in the videotape or whatever, because we going back that far. But matter of fact, we're going to go back a little further. We're going to go back to the Aaliyah situation. When you remember when he had Aaliyah lie and say that, well, they lied on the marriage license and said that Aaliyah was of age to be married, but in all actuality, she was only 15 at the time that they got married. Like married, like, and I find it kind of hard to believe that he met her while she was 15 and then went and married her. I kind of think, you know what I'm saying, that he had fell in love with her. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like he definitely loved Aaliyah for whatever it was worth. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Aaliyah was 15, and I think, don't quote me on this, I think he was 29 or something like that, or 20. Say he was in his 20s. He was over 25. Yeah. I mean, and they got married. Now, hell yeah, the parents were sick because the parents knew what was going on. They knew that their daughter wasn't old enough to be married. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's definitely, I feel you. You preach it to the choir if you talk to me about that. But the fact still remains that Robert Kelly, R. Kelly, married 15-year-old Aaliyah. So, you know, I don't understand. It's just like, see, if we had that ideology, then we open up the door for so much more. You know what I'm saying? So that means if somebody else was committing a crime, then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just like that's. I mean, because like, unfortunately, I've had way too much experience with the justice system or unjustice system or whatever you want to call it. Um, and I know that there is no charge to get other people unless you do some type of conspiracy. Now, well, nah, I ain't gonna talk about that because I don't want to get. I don't want to give no law enforcement no ideas. You know what I'm saying, on how to attack Mars. But um uh yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else right now. We're talking about what's being charged. We're talking about the pattern that R. Kelly showed for years. So bang, you marry Aaliyah at 15. You overage to be marrying her. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Um, Throughout your career, you know, it's been like that was really to be honest with you, that was like the legend. You know what I'm saying? That he was messing with little females from, you know what I'm saying, around the way, you know, we right outside the city, you know what I'm saying? We right there, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely used to hear a little stuff. I don't know if it's true or nothing, but now, and like, oh, matter of fact, it was another a female from my town that he was on the news about and everything. And I'm not gonna put her name out there, you know what I'm saying? But because I know her family, they're prominent members of the community, and ain't no sense of rehatching that. But my point of saying this is, this man has a track record of doing this stuff, and he got caught. I mean, he was given plenty chances to stop doing whatever law he was breaking. We talking legal wise. Now, it's a lot of stuff that I want to do that's illegal. I can't do them if I want to stay out of jail. So if what you're doing is illegal and you get caught and you knowingly doing illegal things, then I don't want to hear no crying. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got to stiffen up that other lip, because what that does is that just, once you start making excuses for bullshit, and I'm just going to keep straight up with it, because anybody else in America with the charges that brother man had, we're not going to be all sympathetic for him. And y'all know that. I know that. We know that. And I also would like to say this. I also like to point out this. Mr. R.Kelly is a public figure. I mean, like, almost. He's not an authoritative figure, but he can make people do what he wants them to do because he's R. Kelly. Joe Schmo, just like Aaliyah, rotten parents or whatever. Well, I don't know if they rotten. I'll take that back. But, they wouldn't have gave their daughter to Joe Schmo. They wouldn't have let their daughter be okay with Joe Schmo or whatever, fake marriages and all that stuff like that. Unless them, I don't know. But they didn't. They never did it. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else that was taking or allowing their children to get up under R. Kelly for whatever reason it was, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have done that if it was a regular Joe Schmo. They only done that because it was R. Kelly. So it's a term that says, to whom much is given, much is asked. So that breaks down like this. R. Kelly was given the ability to just do stuff with words, to use his voice as an instrument. That was a God-given gift. With that gift, he was able to, like he was the Pied Piper. The man said he was the Pied Piper. Just let when he said that, John, it sounded slick. You know what I'm saying? Because let me get it, beep beep. Everybody was banging that, so it sounded cool, the Pied Piper. But when in all actuality, it seemed like he was making light of the situation at hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm not down here trying to tear down a black man that's already down. I'm not trying to do that, but this stuff represents a lot of stuff that's what's wrong with society, and I'm focusing on our community, and y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because we make excuses for the obvious. We make excuses for things that we shouldn't be making excuses for if we're okay with it. It's like almost like a popularity contest. Like, if we're okay with this person, or if this person's pretty cool or whatnot, then, you know what I'm saying, we're okay with it. It's not that bad. But the same unpopular person or a nobody or a Joe Schmo or whatever he does, we're going to nail him to the cross. We're going to have, it's going to be ugly. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have the support and all that. And see, that's wrong is wrong, period. And see, that's where we start messing up at. It's just like, if like everybody be like, a lot of the big question is, what's wrong with society or whatnot, and what's the major problems and or whatnot and all that stuff like that. Well, the problems is we got to just start doing stuff. Taking stuff for what it is. My bad, excuse me, y'all. We got to start taking stuff for what it is and accepting it. We can't make excuses for, or we can't, and then you with Robert Kelly. I know I'm taking the long way, but shoot, we ain't got nothing but time. This is the morning talk. I just did the morning walk. Realchilltv1. Like, share, subscribe, holla at your boy. But We can't be making excuses for stuff that's obvious. Stuff be obviously wrong and obviously messed up, but we'll turn a blind eye, or, you know what I'm saying, we're like, it's just like the hood, for instance. You know what I'm saying? I remember when it was a time when if you snitched or something like that, it was taboo. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was thumbs down everywhere. It didn't matter who you snitched on. It was just you. It was just you. It was, man. It was just like you just like you kind of got kicked out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Period. And then I started noticing things started changing. I started noticing, like, you know what I'm saying, where the more influential you were, the more stuff you were allowed to get away with. You know what I'm saying? Because, honestly, it's like, and like I say, when I'm talking this talk, I'm not talking in the aspects of somebody snitched on me I'm just talking about in general. You know what I'm saying? Although I have been told on a time or two, but that's another episode. Uh, I'm talking the game. I'm talking about we turn blinds eye because, see, everybody look at and everybody look at snitching as like, you know what I'm saying, it's this or that. But see, it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? First of all, civilians and stuff, people outside the game, mothers, daughters, all that stuff like that, children, grandparents, uncles, aunties, common Joes, they're not in the game. You know what I'm saying? So they can't snitch on nothing that they're not a part of. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first thing everybody. That's one of the things that everybody say when they go get in custody. Who told on them? Who told on them? You know what I'm saying? Now the snitches, just to clarify, are the people who are in the game. You know what I'm saying? Who are getting monetary gain from it, any type of the resources that you get from being in the game. You know, even if you're just sitting back, just, you know what I'm saying, just involved in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got people that straddle the fence and put their toe on the line. No, you're in the game. If you got one toe in the water, you're in the water. So whatever comes with that, that's what comes with that. It's the people who just driving down the street, who fighting hard to take care of the kids and going to work. That's all they want to do. And then they witness something that they shouldn't even be seeing anyway. They ain't the snitches. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't be mad at them. So like I say, it's levels to when you bring up snitching, because I know snitching is loose. The snitching terms, I mean, it's just used for actually just shock value now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I mean, it's a lot of examples, and I don't even want to clout nobody up to make my point. But what I'm saying to say is, back to the R.Kelly situation, where I said that people turn their blind eye to things, to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You then once, like, now the two topics, the two examples that I just used, the R. Kelly situation, what he's charged with, and then snitching. Now, the people who like so nonchalant, who so liberal about it, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand this is how this affects us in the big scheme of things. Because if we don't have nothing to say about the situation, those two situations, I mean, we're kind of throwing away our morals. See? Yeah. Yeah, when we start talking about moralities and morals and principles, now that's stuff that money can't buy. Or you can't beat enough niggas up to get morals. You can't shoot enough niggas. You can't go to job and work hard enough, and at the end of the week they pay you morals and principles. That's something that has to be in you. You know what I'm saying? It got to be like, you got to be like instilled, like man, I got to be morally sound. You know what I'm saying? You have to be morally sound. Like things like right, wrong, and then then there's things that's morally right and morally wrong. So it's like, it's levels. Just like it's levels to the Meek Mill, whatever, who said that's had that song, that's term, whatever. But it's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? See, we can't skip none of the levels neither. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fast way. Ain't no quick fix. Mud got to dig down to the root and start digging down with inside they self and start figuring shit out. Everything ain't for everybody. If it don't apply, just let it fly. You know what I'm saying? But we turn our like, I opened up this with R.Kelly fans getting on my nerves, but my whole thought was that how we always make excuses for stuff. It ain't just the R.Kelly fans. You know what I'm saying? And we too old and we're study growing for us to still be doing a popularity contest thing. We got to call bullshit when it's bullshit. When it's bullshit, you just got to say it's bullshit, man. We got to be more straightforward. And then on the other hand, we can't be so sensitive when people calling bullshit on us, because that's the only way we can correct ourselves. If people call the bullshit, if people let us know we on bullshit, I got some good people, some good guys around me. You know what I'm saying? Some good people and guys, my beautiful wife, everything. And one thing I love about them is they definitely gonna let me know when I'm on some bullshit. And I respect that, because must know me. If you don't know me, that's another story. Or if you don't know a person, I understand for you question a person's opinion of you. But those that's around you, y'all got to listen to them. You got to have an ear to hear. Those are the people who know you. And you can't have yes people around you, or people that agree with you all the time too. That's another story. See, the purpose of my platform is just to get thoughts out there. Thoughts is what spark change. You know what I'm saying? The thought was the cause of it all. The thoughts was the cause of it all, is what I was always taught. You know what I'm saying? As a man thinketh, so is he. I read that too. I read all them Art of War, 48, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. A lot of that stuff is common sense though. But I did get some jewels out of everything that I took in. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to do a quick little kick it. Like I said, I just did my morning walk. Now I'm doing my morning talk. Realchilltv1. We freestyling on these first episodes. You know what I'm saying? This is the third episode. I actually had another episode too that, due to my inexperienceness, it wasn't processing right, and I can't figure it. I think I try to get too creative, I think, with it or whatever, but it's not processing. I put it up. This one is episode 3. The episode 2 is a lost episode. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm showing my growth. We growing as we going. You know what I'm saying? We moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying? What I was saying, my opinions are my opinions. Like I say, R.Kelly, I wish him well, and I hope that the accusations against him ain't true or whatnot. But it was an excellent time for me to point out something, how we turn a blind eye to things. You know what I'm saying? It's the same ideology, you know what I'm saying, I have with R.Kelly being a public figure, you know what I'm saying, where you can get people to do normal stuff, out of abnormal stuff that they wouldn't normally do with for other people, Joe Schmoes and whatnot. It's just like I feel about the law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, once you put on a uniform, you know what I'm saying, you have an obligation. You don't get the same, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not trained to deal with crisis situations. So if I go nuts, you know what I'm saying, it is what it, I mean, it ain't is what it is, and God forbid, I'm just using that as an example. But I'm saying that we can't, because I haven't took the training that you took, even, you know, for the people who own guns and license and got all still, you know what I'm saying? It's like they can't be expected to be held to the same accountability as the law enforcement. And law enforcement, once you take on that responsibility of policing the community, you should be held to a higher responsibility. But that's another show. That's a tease, because we can go all day for that with that one too. But I'm about to get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? This Real Chill TV1. We growing, we going. Episode 3, episode 2 is lost. Matter of fact, this episode 2.5. That's what we're gonna do. This episode 2.5. You know what I'm saying? Uh, check out my shorts on YouTube. Chili Soprano on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Again, anybody got anything they want to advertise? Man, let's put this junk up there. We gonna grow together. We gonna go together. It can't hurt nothing. I don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing. I just want to win. That's all I want to do. That's all I ever want to do. That's all I'm gonna always want to do. I just want to win. I ain't gonna even pretend like it's been anything else. Um. Uh. So yeah, y'all just keep tuning in. Real Chill TV1. Tell a friend. Tune in. Be there. If you wasn't there, man, you missed a whole lot. Let's go.